Holy crap, I was not ready for this masterpiece. Well, I won't go into spoilers yet, but there will be some in this review. I'll put timestamps where you need to skip, because I swear you need to experience it for yourself. Please do not let me ruin this for you. If you haven't seen it yet anyway. If you have, hi, I'm Aiden. I make random stuff on the internet. And this is a review of my now favorite film of all time, Avengers Endgame. I'll be rating it on these 8 categories: acting, plot, characters, special effects, score, cinematography, awesome moments, which are all massive spoilers, and is it better than Infinity War? I'll answer that now. In my opinion, a resounding yes. It one-upped it in every way to me, even its ending. It's a Marvel film. Of course the acting was phenomenal. I literally have nothing bad to say about it. It conveyed what the characters were feeling so well. Their sadness, their anger, their happiness, and every other emotion. Tick. Now this was something I was not expecting, but I loved all the same. This is a quick spoiler skip to, this time skip. If you haven't seen this movie, again, you need to experience this for yourself. How did they do time travel so well? Of course, there are bits that don't work excellently, but holy crap, it's one of the best time travel plots I've ever seen. And the beginning 15 minutes is one of the best opening 15 minutes in a film ever. That 5 years later at the start of the movie made me lose my in the theater. Okay, spoilers over. I really enjoyed what they did with this plot and the direction they went in. Tick. Again, it's a Marvel film that's directed by the Russos. These guys excel when it comes to characters. Not saying that the other directors don't excel either, because almost every director in the MCU excels at it. But in my opinion, the Russos, and probably James Gunn too, are the best at it. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and the Winter Soldiers are fantastic examples of that. But this video isn't about that. It's about the endgame. And almost every character is near perfect. I'll just say tick before I quickly explain why for the 3 most prominent characters. Skip to this timestamp to avoid spoilers. Thor. He's become a complete fat slob after failing because he didn't go for the head. And when he did kill Thanos before the time skip, he had already won and destroyed the stones, which couldn't be reversed. While I do prefer Infinity War Thor as a character, this totally makes sense for his arc. And him using Mjolnir and Stormbreaker at the same time gave me a complete fangasm. Also, they made Thor's mum awesome. That is no small feat. Captain America. America's ass! Had an excellent arc. He was the one who just wouldn't give up hope. Couldn't give up hope. He couldn't move on. And that brought him to be my favorite character in the film. In addition to what I'm going to talk about, I bawled even more at his final moments. He isn't dead, but retired. And that in some ways hurt me more. But they wrapped it up in a fantastic way. The last shot of the film, with him dancing with Peggy, was honestly the best way it could have ended. Iron Man. The 100% MVP of this film. He has the most development, and for good reason. Because this is his last stop. He's made his final sacrifice. The snap he made killed him. And I'll admit, I totally bawled. Peter's lines were the ones that broke me. The people next to me patted me on the back and gave me a tissue. I just couldn't stop crying. And his death did make sense. His arc was complete. He didn't really need to be around anymore from a story's perspective. But by God, I'm going to miss him. He went out in a perfect way. Carry over from Infinity War. Look great. Truly add to the final fight and everything else. Tick! Not as good as Infinity War, but I'm willing to bet it's going to be one of the best of 2019. Tick! There are some bad shots here and there, but overall, it's absolutely goddamn beautiful, and I love it. Tick! Tick all the ticks. Oh my god, oh my god. Here's a spoiler warning, go. 5 years later scene, as mentioned before, destroyed absolutely everyone. Professor Hulk showing up, the theater cheered, also probably the funniest scene in the film. The time travel scene. Seeing Tony with his kid and Pepper act happy together, when they actually time travel for the first time to get the Infinity Stones. Close conversation with his mum. Present Captain America versus past Captain America. Tony's conversation with his dad, Nebula switching places, Natasha's sacrifice. I want to quickly say, the same music as when Gamora was killed played. I thought that was a really nice touch. One scene is a dad killing his daughter for what he thinks is the greater good. This one is Clint letting go of someone he really cares about for what is the greater good. Plus, this one was willing, the other was not. Same theme, different context. Now continuing. The revival finger snap. Thanos showing up to ruin the party. Cap-wielding Mjolnir! Everyone coming back for the final fight with that incredible on your left. You think that's everyone? What more could you want? I felt like that was a quick here you go to the fans, and I loved it. Avengers! Assemble. This was the best scene in the MCU in my opinion. The final fight. This won up the airport fight as my favorite fight in the MCU. I don't care if it's sometimes a little too dark. Everyone got their moment to shine, and it was beautiful. Tony hugging Peter when he sees he's back. And he finally... I am inevitable. And I am Iron Man. This is Tony's best line wrapped in a beautiful way for his sacrifice. To make what Thanos did for half the universe happen to him and his troops. This is Tony's best moment in my opinion. I thought as Thanos sat down and realized he lost was a really nice touch and great nod to the comics. Except this time he's not on a farm. And I already talked about Tony's death just killing me and almost everyone in the theater, but it bears repeating how well done it was. And that's the video! This movie succeeds in satisfying as a final chapter in every way, and is a phenomenal film in its own right. Sure, it has its problems, but every movie does, and it actually added to the magic of it being a comic book film. I'm going to definitely see this movie again. I can't wait to either. And I can't wait for this to dethrone Avatar as the highest grossing movie of all time. To give it a score, 3,000 out of 10. I said it at the start and I'll say it again. This is my favorite movie of all time, and I doubt it will be topped. But I've said that about many different films, so who knows. Thank you, Marvel. Thank you, Avengers. And thank you to everyone who worked on this and the MCU. And thank you for watching. I've been Aiden. Have a good one.